Brian Clausen, thanks for sitting down with TalkToDrivers.com.
Thanks for having me.
When you first started racing, did you think you would get to where you are?
Definitely not. When I started racing, it was all about having fun, and I'd always been around it my whole life. Watching my dad race, and so it's kind of something just to kind of be like Dad and have fun and sort of as a hobby. And I don't think it really grew serious till I was about 9 or 10, and kind of realized this is had some success, and kind of realized that this is what I wanted to do for a living if I could.
You have been Rookie of the Year 6 times. Can you explain how you have done that?
Just having good opportunities with good people and good teams. It's real tough to be Rookie of the Year at a lot of these places anymore because there's such an influx of talent coming into the sport, and to be able to do it as many times as we have, and to be able to adapt it to as many places and as many types of cars as we have, as quick as we have. It's been a lot of fun to learn and try and carry on those and keep those awards.
How does it feel to be the youngest driver to ever win in a USAC midget and sprint car?
It's pretty incredible, with everybody that has gone through USAC. With everybody that's gone through USAC, it's pretty amazing to kind of have that title, and to kind of hold that record as the youngest to ever win, and with as many guys that have come through there and as many names and awesome drivers, even going way back, to be able to hold that honor and have my name in the record books next to some of them is pretty incredible.
When you swept the Joe James Pat O'Connor at Salem, the youngest to ever do that, how did that feel?
That was awesome. That was probably the biggest night of my career so far, and to be able to win both in the same night and do it in the fashion that we did, not starting on the pole of either one, and having to race our way to the front was just unbelievable. And we kind of took a liking to the high banks last year, winning at Winchester as well, and so I think it just kind of fitted my style to be able to do that, kind of add our name to the list with Jeff Gordon, Poncho Carter, Dave Steele, all amazing race car drivers, especially on the pavement. It was a real special night for us.
Of the old school drivers, who would you like to compete against? Name at least 3.
That's a good question. I always wanted to race against Jan Opperman, Rich Vogler, and probably Poncho Carter. All 3 of those guys are real big names in the sprint car and midget stuff, and to kind of hear all the stories about how awesome they were, and not to have been able to watch them, it'd be nice to kind of run against them and see how we stack up.
You took a really hard crash and won a halo brace. Did that make you rethink driving race cars?
No, it never really did. That was kind of the lowest of lows in my career, and even at that point, I was still optimistic and still ready to get back in a race car after a few weeks myself. Nobody would let me, but obviously, but I never really had any second doubts, and my family didn't either. They were always really supportive, and between them and the support I got from Chip Ganassi Racing and ensuring me that there was no need to rush back, and that I'd always have a ride there as long as I was healthy, and it was just everybody kind of made it a real good environment to kind of make sure I got myself healed up before rushing back, and really gave a lot of support and made the 6-month layoff a lot easier.
Is it a good thing in hindsight that your father got relocated to Indiana for your racing career?
Oh yeah, definitely. That was it's definitely one of the key points in my career was being able to make the move back here, with the way his job lined up back here, and my whole family really making a sacrifice to move. I think I'm pretty lucky to have the people in my life that I do, and for a family to pick up and move, across country, leaving all their family was, really special, and I'm glad it's, starting to pay off for them, and all the sacrifices they made weren't for nothing.
How many times a year are you going to get to run a midget or a sprint car?
We're not real sure right now. We're still trying to figure out the nationwide schedule for next year and all the stock car stuff. But I do know I'll at least run 4 or 5 pavement races, and then once I get my schedule for the stock car stuff, it'll just kind of be filling in around there, and hopefully I can talk them into letting me run some more dirt stuff after the Chili Bowl. It's been a lot of fun and a lot of good experiences out here, and to be able to get back on the dirt has been just awesome. But they don't like the risk as much as me being on the pavement. So we'll probably end up sticking to pavement. We're going to try our best to get back on the dirt.
What do you do for relaxation, non-racing related?
Just kind of go, and anytime I can go home and see friends and visit families. That's a lot of fun. And then when I'm still in North Carolina, I like to play a lot of basketball. Basketball is kind of my second passion, and it's a sport I love, and I love to play it. So I always like to go out and get a couple buddies and shoot some hoops, and have a lot of fun. Just kind of chill and kind of let your mind go for a little bit.
Brian Clausen, thanks for sitting down with TalkToDrivers.com.
Well, thanks for having me.